Hello guys, today I will talk to you about this 2019 BMW X3 M40i. So the X3 lineup has the 4-cylinder and then the M40i, and then there's a electric, the hybrid, whatever. But anyways, this is the sort of like top version, non-M, and then you have the X3M. And this car is powered by the inline 6-cylinder B58. This 2019 produces 358, I think, horses, versus the newer ones, 382 or something like that. But it's easier to get to the same power output. From my understanding, you change the fuel pump and program some stuff. The injectors are the same, etc. Anyways, this has the premium package, fully adaptive LED headlights. I think those are standards on every M40i. It's got the active cruise control, fog lights here. But the newer version, the 2023 model, does not have fog lights. They got rid of that. Surround cameras. This car, I bought a CPO for 45,000, and it had 12,000 miles on it. But I'm gonna get rid of it. I'll explain to you why. Here's the trunk space. It's pretty good. I removed this because this here rattles. So there is a speaker over here, as you see, and then there is this plastic here. So apparently when this is close to the window or whatever, it just rattles at certain tones. I tried to explain to the dealership. They heard it. They just couldn't fix it. So I just removed this, and it's pretty much gone. Trunk space good. No space saver in this car, but you can get one if you want it. Run flats all around. This has the basic 245 19-inch wheels all around, which you can up to the 20 and 21s. They come staggered. Let's see here. Rear seat is pretty good. Visibility is good overall. Panoramic sunroof, very nice. This leather here is Vernasca leather, only the surfaces. So this would be vinyl, and this would be leather. Only the stuff you sit on, and it's not really that great quality. This car does not have the heated rear seats, but there is a climate controls for the rear passengers, and that's the only vent here in the middle and under the seat. But there is no side vent here like the X5. Harman Kardon, ambient lighting here, plastic, very annoying. And then you got plastic here as well. Softer materials here, some wood here, inlays. No memory seats for the passenger, just the driver. Lumbar support. Some of the 2020s and 21s, more like 21s and 22s, this was deleted, and some of them this whole thing was deleted, the lumbar and the this support here. So that button will control the inflation and deflation in this side bolster here. No control on this part. But the problem is the seat. Mostly the seat is small, small and narrow, and these come in the way. Not very comfortable on long drives, and not a lot of cushion underneath. They are a little hard. So this is a soft dashboard here as well. Continue. Yeah, one annoying part actually. This mirror, it does not auto dim, sadly. Only the driver's side. So the passenger side does not dim, and this is really the stupidest thing ever. On the X5, it's auto dimming. Not sure why they opted to not have it dim on the passenger as well, because I mean this car is MSRP on this car was 65,000 from the build sheet. Yeah, so it's pretty a lot of shameful here. But also this one here is not lining up. The car right now has close to 31,000 miles, so it needs to be realigned or something is loose there. As you can see here, how it's coming off. So some sort of attachment is coming off here. It's easy fix, you know, at the dealership, but nonetheless, quality isn't that great. Plastic here again. Controls soft here, materials, soft here. Oh yeah, so this is a brand new seat actually. They replaced this piece because it cracked. It was like, it had slits because it's vinyl, so from sitting on it like this, it eventually cracks. So, but they replaced it under warranty. Yeah, this leather does not feel that great. It's brand new right now. They only replaced this part. I think they reused the thigh support. You can see the color a little bit different, shiny versus not shiny. Otherwise, seats are good overall, just a little small, you know. I'm not a big guy, but I find them a little small, not very comfortable, especially on long drives. These are the gauges for the 2019. Some of them came with like fully digital, so they would be like the circles would be digital. These are analog here, the numbers, and this would be digital. You only have the rings, but everything else is digital, and they call it, I think, dynamic cluster. Then the 2021s came with the fully digital cluster that you know in the 3 Series and whatnot. Anyways, head-up display as well, climate control, heated seats, single fan control, dual temperature controls, and you know, DVD here for the maps, I think, or whatever. Wireless charging, and it works, but it gets your phone very hot. It doesn't charge very fast. It's sort of kind of rubbish. You're better off just hooking up with a USB. No adaptive suspension here, just the standard M Sport suspension. These are driving controls, camera, auto hill descent control, auto hold here, and then parking. The standard BMW. Storage here, and there's USB, normal USB, and I think another USB here. No USB-C in this car. You get Apple CarPlay with this car in Android Auto. No subscription required. And yeah, auto dimming mirror here and a mirroring there. Let's go ahead and start it up. It's pretty loud. This is a stock exhaust completely. I have a separate video on the channel for the cold start from outside if you want to check it out. Yeah, it sounds really good. So initially both exhausts are open, both exhaust flaps are open, and then back to normal. One closes, and unless you put it in sports. Well, anyways, let's go for a ride and tell you more about this car. Okay, so that driving of this car, 2019 X3 M40i, a lot of power for the size. You see I have new tires in the trunk. I'm actually going to sell a car. I'll tell you why in a little bit. But anyways, why this car is so important in the BMW lineup. In my opinion, it's more important than the X1 and the X2. The platform of this car is very important. It's the size, it's the right size and the right power, and the right height, road visibility. But the driving feel of this car, it's like you're driving a sedan for the most part. It's very close to driving a normal car. You don't really feel driving an SUV, so it's not hard suspension wise. It's very compliant, no complaints there, no regrets for not having the adaptive suspension as well. The dimensions are just right, the height is just right, visibility of the road is very, very good. The power, very good. That's like 70. And the newer ones are even a little bit faster. Not a huge difference, but a little bit faster. You know, more horsepower and a little more torque. So while this car drives great, it's got the typical numb steering from BMW. There's no real feedback from the steering, so don't expect any magic over there. There is the quality is good, but it's just not great. You know, for 65,000, I think they could have done better. The center here area is plastic here. It doesn't feel like quality. It doesn't feel like it could have been a little bit more material-wise, but overall, it's not too bad. Just the leather. The leather parts really not the greatest. But the worst part about this car is the miles per gallon. Even if I drive it in Eco, even if I drive it in anything, I tried a lot of stuff. It's always 18, 18.5, 19 at best miles per gallon. So I figured, okay, so you know, I traded my M5 for this, and it's a performance SUV, but it's got really bad miles per gallon. Might as well just get something, a real performance car, like an M5 again, or an M2, or I don't know, some sort of Porsche or whatever. So that's the plan. I'm getting rid of this car. I'm gonna get a normal SUV, because honestly, it's, after trying this, it's really a waste to get a high performance SUV, because it's not the same. Not the same, and it'll never be the same. But anyways, I hope you find this video helpful. There are a lot of good things about this car, but to me, I think it's just not the right car for me. If it's your only car and you want a family SUV to drive fast and all that stuff, you know, this is a great car for you. Anything else, feel free to ask me. 30,667 miles. Going back to the dealership, I put close to 20,000 miles on it, so I enjoyed the ride. Hope you enjoyed this video. Catch you in the next one. Bye.